Southgate don't even prefer Grealish more, but he has to put him in a team because he's a game changer. He'll win you a game. I can't lie, Grealish shouldn't be English. He should be Spanish.
Yes, people, it's your boy Joe Mensah, your former. We've got another episode of Pick a Side. This one is, who's the better player? Jack Grealish or James Maddison? For team,
Maddison.
We've got Billy, and for team,
Grealish.
We've got Wince, 6 minutes on the clock, let's get into it.
By all means, you can start, Wince.
I got a question for you anyway. What could you bring to me as to why you would think that Maddison is better than Jack Grealish?
I like what you've done there. I said you can go first.
Yeah. Why? No, I want any points that you've got for why you think Maddison is better.
My minute's coming up after.
All right, cool. Well, there's not much stats that you could bring to this argument, for me anyway. So it's going to be a lot of opinion based from both of us, yeah? Obviously, everyone knows, well, I presume majority of us know the little journey that Grealish has had in terms of coming up with Aston Villa. The role that he's played in that team and the asset that he is to Aston Villa, I don't think if he was to put Maddison in his shoes that he would be able to fulfill the same achievements.
10 seconds left on the hat on that.
That's enough for now.
No, I appreciate the opinion, but it's an if, but, or maybe. He may or may not be able to have that influence on Aston Villa. We'll never know. One thing I want to start off with is you've just said that Grealish is and has always been at Villa, other than one loan spell I think he had, where a majority of the time they were playing in the Championship. Now, with Maddison, he come up all the way from Aberdeen, Coventry, Norwich City, and then got his big move to Leicester City. Now, Leicester City is a much bigger club in terms of form at the moment compared to Villa. So I'm not going to say too much, but Maddison is playing at a much higher calibre than what Grealish is doing at the moment.
Got 25 seconds left. Anything you want to say?
No, cut it there.
Right, so, I mean, it sounds all good in that. Maddison, obviously you said he's at a better team. We're agreeing on that, no? Or on form at the moment. Cool. Honestly, you take Maddison out of that team, I think Leicester are pretty much doing near enough the same thing. And then you take Grealish out of Aston Villa, he's literally one of the reasons why they've gone up to the Premiership and why they're doing their thing in the Premiership at the moment. And since he's been there, as I said before, highly doubt that if he was to put Maddison in that Aston Villa team, he's not doing that.
4, 3.
Do you know what, again, you left it on with if we put Maddison in there. All I can tell you for fact is that he is playing in a team that is going to go for Champions League. And all I can tell you is that Grealish is playing in a team that maybe next season is looking to be more on the downfall than on the upfall. He had a good start of the season, but now Aston Villa are looking mid-table. So at the moment, I will go for someone that is battling for Champions League and getting his spot in that starting 11 than someone's getting a spot in a team that's battling for 11th with Arsenal.
You know, normally I'm for Grealish, or Grealish, however you want to call it. But Bill came up with some good points. You know, Grealish is playing in a weaker side. It's not hard to be the shining light in a weaker side. You know, Maddison, he's consistently in that starting 11 for a very good team, top 4 team, battling for Champions League. So, yeah.
It's harder to get into a better team. So that must mean that Maddison's doing something right. He's able to sustain that level. Do you get what I'm saying? Being in a bad team, it's so easy for one player to shine. And that's what Grealish is doing at the moment. We can't deny that. So,
another thing is that we can talk about stats. We can, and it's probably good to speak about them. They are both very similar in games. I think Maddison might have played, an extra 10 games. So 220, I think it's 205 or 210, something like that. Yeah. In terms of goal contributions, Maddison has 97 goal contributions. That's almost a goal contribution every other game. Now that's a stat that, in my eyes, is a top 4 side.
9.
Can you tell me what Grealish has? I can after.
Tell me, because I ain't looked at that.
Grealish, all right, same amount of games. I think just underneath 15 games less, and has got 75 goal contributions. Now, most of that has been actually taken place in the Championship. So you think in the Championship it would be an easier set of football to be able to get goals and assists? He was not able to do that. And in fact, if you look at their similar seasons, all right, Maddison at Norwich had a direct impact to get promoted, and so did Grealish. So their silverware is on par. But when we look at their goal contributions, there you find a difference.
Okay, you're talking about the championship. I'm sure Grealish was in team of the season in the championship team when he got promoted, and Maddison wasn't.
Yeah.
You was talking about, you said a point about how, you know, in the championship he wasn't doing as much as what Maddison done. So why would he be in the team of the season over him?
Remember, he spent 4 seasons there, so for him to get it once...
Team of the season is based off of 1 season.
I know, but he had 4 seasons to try and get into that. Maddison done his thing in that 1 season, got his move, and he went up to the higher level, now battling for Champions League. Another thing I want to say, in modern day football, is that a left winger is a forward. Yeah? A left winger should have more goal contributions than as the same as your number 9. Maddison can play as an 8, most times actually does play as an 8, often plays as a 10 as well. So he's actually playing a little bit deeper than Grealish does, so you'll expect Grealish to be having more of an impact further forward than what Maddison is, but yet Maddison is showing to be the better, more effective going forward in a better, much better team at a good standard.
Last minute it's 3-3.
The reason why you'd say that he's more effective going forward is because he's in a better team though.
No, because Aston Villa was one of the best teams in championships.
I'm talking about the Prem now, because like that was sort of a bit further in the past, so we're getting on to more present times.
Yeah.
Madison's in a better team than Jack Grealish, so that's why you would probably have a better...
But doesn't that show you that he deserves his spot, because he's deserving his spot in an 11 that is battling for Champions League, whereas Grealish is deserving his spot in a team that is battling with Arsenal.
Yeah, that's fine, but there's still top teams.
Sorry about Arsenal.
There's top teams that have sort of been looking for that role of that attacking role that they can both play.
And they've never gone for Grealish.
20 seconds.
There's been teams...
Interest.
Yeah.
Why did no one commit?
Well, no one's done the same for Maddison. They're both still at the same team.
No one's committed to Grealish. No one's ever gone, bam, here's 50 million.
Okay, well, all right. England as well, he's had more caps.
4 caps more.
5.
He's had more though.
4.
Also, the England point, it doesn't matter if it's 4 games or 1 game, he's still got more caps, and that just shows that he's a better player in that position, because even though it's opinion, football's about opinions, but Southgate don't even prefer Grealish more, but he has to put him in a team because he's a game changer. He will win you a game. I can't lie, Grealish shouldn't be English. He should be Spanish.
4, I agree, it's 4 caps more.
3, 2.
4 caps more.
Nah, making good points, but I can't lie, I was a bit biased because Grealish is my guy, you get it? Like, he's really my guy, like, not personally, but he's my guy, but also...
Me personally, I can't lie, both of them are great footballers. But for me to get to a side, I was kind of confused, because they both got ability, but they've not done nothing yet. Do you get what I'm saying? So I can't lie, I think they're both overrated.
That was a spicy contest, I can't even lie to you. Debating, huh? Can't lie, the professor nearly had it, but Mr. Compose came through with a dub, you know. I like that. 4-3, huh? But what do you know?
4-2.
4-2. What do you lot think? Huh? Put in the comments below. We want to know. Huh? And for this one, people,